always there supporting me. So
definitely her servanthood.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't ever complain about anything. She's always just she wants to cook for anybody that she can. She'll, even if you sit in her chair, she doesn't care. She sits anywhere. She'll just do whatever she can to make anybody else happy. And just her faithfulness in doing that too. She loves to read her Bible. She loves God a lot. And her and Papa's faithfulness to God, I think, has really changed the generations to come of our families. Everybody, it's affected just the way they live their life is affected.
I appreciate how she's willing to do anything for anybody, anytime. And anytime, you know, I know that, you know, I stayed with her the past few years after Papa passed away, and she was, every time I'd walk in the door from school or coming back from Mandy's house or whatever, she'd always ask, you know, can I fix you anything, or can I, you know, is there anything you need me to do or anything? And she always asked me before she went grocery shopping if I wanted anything specific, and if I told her, she'd always make sure to have it on the shelf, and plenty of it when she got back. And I just appreciated the way she cared a lot, and even all the little things.
It's her willingness to, you know, do anything, you know, that she possibly can for, you know, any of her family, you know. I can think back being younger, stuff that I would do that I feel bad about now, because, you know, I was taking advantage of Granny, just like leaving a mess in the basement and stuff. You know, Granny would just, if I wanted food, you know, Granny would go make, you know, 30 grilled cheese and bring them to us in like a basket, and, you know, we'd eat them. Just, you know, her willingness to just, you know, do anything that you ask her to do.
I appreciate Granny Bonnie's service, her servant's heart, and just her love for me and my friends from Cedarville, and the hospitality that she shares with everyone. And she always does it with a joyful heart, and she enjoys it, she loves it. And just people from Paso have driven through and spent some time, and let them stay at your house, and just your love for people.
I just appreciate how she's always so friendly and kind, and even just little things like she always is making sure everyone feels welcome, and little things like when she's making biscuits and make sure that I get some of the dough before she bakes them, and she's always so serene. She seems so happy so much of the time, and she has such a calming effect on me. I just like when she's around because she's so friendly and loving.
I appreciate so much about Granny Bonnie, her dedication to family. I don't think that there is one person in my life that has taught me that family means more than probably her and Papa. I appreciate her willingness to give of herself no matter what, and I really appreciate the genuine joy she gets from that. It doesn't seem like she does it just because she thinks she should or something like that. I really feel like it gives her joy, and I think it's just such a good example for me on how to be kind and giving. I appreciate her sense of humor and her willingness to tell me about her life. Some of my favorite memories have been within just the last 4 or 5 years, when she and I will just sit in the rocking chairs and there will be a cooking show on in the background, and she'll tell me stories about growing up or with her kids, and funny stories about my aunts and uncles and my mom. And so I just appreciate just the love that she just gives so selflessly, and how she's always been there to support me through whatever I've ever done. No matter what country I was in, what school I was at, what job or degree I was thinking about getting, I know that she's always prayed for me. And just knowing that means the world to me.
You show me you're such a great example in your selflessness. Everything you do, you always think of others. Even when you do something that you enjoy and you like, you're always thinking about other people. I tell you to take a Friday, off, and hey, why don't you just not cook tonight? Big deal or whatever. And you're like, no, I've got to. I got to. You're kind of like that voice in Field of Dreams. If I cook it, they will come.
I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me, for all the meals that you've prepared for me, all the fantastic gravy and biscuits in the morning throughout the summers, and when I would work with Paul. I want to thank you for all that. I want to thank you for the time when Jess knocked out my front teeth, that you took care of me. You made me all the milkshakes that I could handle, even more than I probably should have had.
Just all the memories growing up, coming out to visiting all the family, and over the summers and some Christmases, and enjoying, of course, your cooking. That was always the biggest draw for me. I always loved your cooking, especially your biscuits and gravy and your pinto beans and cornbread. But but that really kind of illustrates who you are, and you did everything for everybody else without really thinking about yourself. You're always in the kitchen, you're always breaking beans, you're always shucking corn and doing everything for everybody else. But I think that's who you are, and that's one of the reasons that we love you so much, is that you really think about everyone else. You're such a selfless woman, and it's certainly a wonderful person to imitate, someone that we look up to and respect.
It's almost as if the writer of Proverbs 31, when he was describing the virtuous woman, was able to look 1,000 years into the future and see you, Granny Raby. You're a woman who speaks wisdom, who has dignity, who takes care of her household, and you're a woman who, as we celebrate your 80th birthdays, children and grandchildren rise up and call you blessed. You deserve to be praised. And I just want to let you know that I appreciate how much you loved Grandpa Archie, and what a model that love is for me and Julie, and how much you love your kids. Thank you so much for being an example. And if I can be half of what you are to my family, I'll be doing a great job.
Happy birthday, Granny. I love you.
Happy birthday, Granny. I love you.
Granny, happy birthday. Thanks for all the good things you've done for me, how you've always just loved to help me and be there and support me. I love you, and have a good birthday.
Happy birthday, Granny. I love you.
Happy birthday, Granny. I love you.
Happy birthday.
So I just want to wish you a happy birthday, Granny. Thank you for everything you do with us, and I love you so much.
Hey, Granny, sorry I couldn't be there. Just want to say happy birthday. I love you, and I miss you. I can't wait to see you at Christmas.
Well, happy birthday, Granny. 80 years old now. We're turning 80. And, a lot of people say, it might be strange, me and you living together, and differences in generations and age and stuff, but it really isn't. Me and you actually have a lot in common. You just turned 80. I'm 27, going on 80. And so we actually kind of click better than probably most people would think that we do.
Happy birthday, Granny. We love you.
Happy birthday, Granny. Happy birthday, Granny. We love you.